All right, guys, we're going to do one last thing in Piskelapp before we move on to a different medium. And for the last few days before we go on break, I'm going to focus a little bit on the principle of design called pattern. All right, get that in your head. We're going to be working on a pattern today in Piskelapp.com. So I'm going to walk you through the steps. The first thing we're going to do is click on Create Sprite. And then we're going to open, I made a template for everybody to use. It's going to be in the assignment. You got to download it to your computer, and then you will have to import it here. Okay? You're going to click on Import, and then you're going to go to Browse Piskel Files. And then we have to find it. All right? Mine is in my Downloads folder. Yours might be in your Pictures folder. It might be in your Recents, but here's what it's called: Pattern Template.Piskel. All right? You're going to click on that. You're going to click on Open. This window here is going to pop up. We're going to click on Replace. It's going to ask you if that's okay. Click OK, and here we go. Right now it just looks like a white screen. We've got 3 layers over here on the right, and the one that we're going to be concerned with is the one called Design right here. Okay? You can see there's a checkerboard pattern. I'm actually going to zoom in with my mouse wheel on one of these checks. My challenge for you for this assignment is to, using only black, create a design in one of these checks and copy it to the other ones. All right, so I'm going to make a quick design here and I'll time lapse that, and then I'll show you how to copy them. All right, there's my simple design that I've created. Okay, I've tried to fill most of this box in. You say I'm staying inside this one check of the checker box. But now what I want to do is I want to copy and paste this design to all the other checkerboard boxes on here. And that's actually pretty easy. I'm actually going to add this in. I want that there. Yes, I just decided this needs to be there. In order to do that, we're going to take the rectangle selection tool, which is right here, the dotted line box over here on the left. I'm going to click on that. And then starting with my top left pixel, I'm just going to drag a box around this checkerboard box. You can see it makes everything kind of light blue, which is what we want. Then we're going to hit a couple keyboard shortcuts with our left hand. I'm going to click on Control, hold Control down, and I'm going to tap the C key to copy. Nothing showed up on my screen, but I just did it. Hold Control, tap C. Then I'm going to move this. You see I've got this hand here. I didn't change any settings over here or anything like that, but now that I've created my box and copied it, I can move it, and you can see it's taking a copy of it with it. All right, so I'm going to click now Control, hold Control, and tap V to paste it. All right. Then all I have to do is move it again. I don't have to copy it again because it's still got it there. Line it up in the next box, hold Control, and tap V. Move it, make sure it's lined up, Control V. Move it, line it up, Control V. And we can make our way around, making sure that each one of these is fitting inside the checkerboard box. And you can see now we are starting to create a repeating pattern. Give me 1 second and I'll finish it up. So here we go. I've got it copied across all the things. We can see a little preview over here. Let me make sure this is bigger. 2x. Now, what I'm going to do is I want to get rid of the checker box. I just want white behind this so we can see the whole thing. So I'm going to click on my grid layer over here, and then I'm going to click the X. This is how you delete a layer in Piskelapp.com. Okay, now if we click back on our design, we can really see what it looks like. In order to get rid of this blue box, I'm just going to click once somewhere else on the screen. Now we got a pretty interesting design, and actually it's kind of hard to tell where those checkerboard boxes started and stopped, and you can see it over here on the other side. I've got another example. Here's one that I made earlier. I'm pretty happy with this one. I like the way it came out with these diagonal lines kind of intersecting. All right, but your job is going to be to make your own unique and interesting repeated design, just like I did here. Experiment with thick and thin lines, different shapes and things like that, but your requirement is that you are only using black and you are following the steps I just went over to copy and paste it into all the different checkerboard parts. So in order to save this and turn it in, we're going to go over here to the right to export the mountain with the moon. And instead of GIF, we're going to choose PNG because we've only got one frame. It's not moving. We don't need it to be a GIF. All right. One thing to remember is to move this scale bar all the way up to the top. All right. And then we're going to click this last one down here, the selected frame export. Click on that. It will quickly download to your computer. If we look at a preview of it, easily, it's right there. And this is the file I want you to submit in the classroom.